All right, I'm going to cap off those series of really manic sort of 1 minute vignettes with a bit of a longer one. Free association, I'm walking around, and again, maybe I should be nicer, but look at where we're at in this world. Look at what we went through this last year, and no one's around. Oh, fuck, here they are. And we're learning nothing. So here we go. Wadsworth. Racist monument to white supremacy. Now, this is from somebody who has close personal friends who work there. But again, these close personal friends are white people who work there, and they get, there's not many jobs, not like they're high paid, but they have a little bit of power. I knew someone else who worked there. One of the most talented artists, poets. This lady was a prophet, Listen, I'm not going to name her name. But I met her at Trinity, and she stuck around in Hartford. And like me, you want to have integrity, you end up doing food service work. So that's what she did. So she was working at the Wadsworth, all right? Working at the Wadsworth, I believe, in the cafe. And long story short, they're very racist there. The people that work there still, some of the upper management, are very racist. That's why suspected philanderer, pedophile, tyrants like Will K. Wilkins love to go there, amongst countless others. Again, these are spaces that try to be monuments for good things, but ultimately, much like this, are just a spot where dinosaurs can try to fossilize themselves. And they literally, trust me, I've seen it. Even before the sex and the drugs, there's a weird parasitical relationship that happens, and it's not just men. Among elderly men and women and all in between who have power and who have something lost in them. That's why they love to go to these exhibits and stand there and be like, They don't. They're searching for something that's lost within these paintings. And they don't go there for the art. They go there for the fart. You get it? They go there to fucking try to get their dick wet. Or their vagina, their clit stimulated. Like, I'm sorry to keep it this ribald, but this is what it is. This is really what reality is. And, I'm someone who's kind of developed into a bit of a celibate, asexual. I mean, I'm probably pansexual, but at least now I gotta be asexual. I've been celibate for years. And that's given me perspective, I've been reflecting on a lot of things. Again, Nothing Sweeter, Luke Bronin's album. I bring that up because, Luke Bronin's having affairs. Oh my God, Will, you're gonna get sued. I'm not gonna get sued because it's true. Luke Bronin, Sarah Bronin, they have affairs. People have affairs. But they have a marriage of convenience. You see what I'm saying right now? So they have to maintain this illusion, when really that illusion is just making them decay more and more, and making the real people who know this not have respect for Luke. And then they can use these things that people don't want to be put out there. And again, everyone's guilty, everyone's complicit. Once you get your hands dirty, no one's around now. Once you get your hands dirty, shit, don't matter, fuck it, damn. I want to do the right thing now, but now so-and-so knows so-and-so. That's why with Minnie goddamn Gonzalez, fucking drug fucking queen pen, fucking the most corrupt. Like, look at what we know. Look at what's out there in the paper about her. And she could still become mayor of Hartford if she wanted to. So they make these compromises, and they go, well, we don't want that. This is The Wire. You've seen The Wire, right? Especially seasons 3, 4, and 5. Come on. So they send in a little white fucking savior, And they give the appearance that he cared because, he worked for the Hartford and, Lordy. No, brother. This brother was fucking born and bred. He's like a Manchurian candidate for the oligarchy, all right? He's a good dude, but Jesus fucking Christ. So the Hartford Times, again, what that was that's UConn doing their usual thing where they're co-opting, again, just for their own budget and just for co-opting of space and just not just that, but all the restaurants that surrounded the bookstores and all this, these little apartments, this is Trinity College in Micro. And who worked for UConn but Sarah Bronin? Read the New York Times article about Sarah Bronin and Luke Bronin's wedding. Not for anything about them, but for about the quotes they say. How, they talk about how our skills in urban planning, we want to use them for, Again, to force a space to be something it shouldn't. That's what the Luke Bronin regime was. That's what Hartford's been in general. That's why even though Eddie Perez, trust me, I think Eddie Perez was involved in drug deals. Eddie Perez was a drug dealer. So was Pedro. Pedro's fucking boyfriend was fucking cocaine runner. Oh my God, Will. Chinatown, everybody knows. But this is the integral, the funneling. You know, so we go through all these illusions, these lies, these banners. I guess so. But hell is other people, and we bring this hell onto each other. That's what we've wrought, and this is such an interesting facade because this is a beautiful building. You know, I was outside here during its grand opening in a giant bear suit. Believe me, I know these things. Hartford Library, place like no other. Co-opted again, slowly but surely, because Luke Bronin was on that board of directors, and like Thea Montanez is fucking the real mayor of Hartford. And listen, again, what that used to be before the plague was one of the only actual safe, you know, injection sites, open air drug markets. Oh my God, yeah, whatever. There's no other space for it. I worked there. I worked at the kitchen. They were dealing drugs out of the kitchen. The wire was right in front of me. But again, I was looking the other way because I was born in a family of junkies, and I know I like to pick up after people, they're literal mess, but it's honestly not until now that I'm trying to pick up after their nonsense. So now that I'm in a new space, I can start talking about Arch Street Tavern. Now this facade right here is just absolute fucking carnage. Like, oh my, it just looks the ugliest piece of shit. And from the highways, just again, they're easy to make. Prefabs. Like, you don't even, like, there's not even any, like, there's no heart and soul. It's not like my Pepe. Again, my Pepe was a fucking piece of shit, you know. He would beat his kids. That's why I probably, you know, he helped build Trinity too. So again, we're all complicit. But look at this. Look at this fucking Candyland fucking nonsense. Nonsense. And how many times do we see like that, where it goes from that to these empty fucking vacuous spots that are never developed, ever. Okay? Oh, they will be. No. Shit. If they are, then that means the city's really dead. That means Disneyland is really taken over. But we don't have the economic base for it. That's why Luke Bronin is off on this manic pipe dream of, oh yeah, regionalization. I'm not saying he does cocaine, but you know what I mean. Hey man, St. Anthony, we gotta regionalize this area, man. My buddy. But again, we can't. So, I used to party at Arch Street Tavern a lot. Every Wednesday nights. And I don't want to speak ill because I love the booyah. But this, my friends, and this is why I know they're fucking doing dope and selling dope and everything outside the Bears too, because this area right here is a literal fucking pipeline. Arch Street Tavern, the same people. And again, I know I have and had associates and friends right now who now know, and they're like, oh my God, is Will on to me? Yes, I am. It's obvious. Your lie is now obvious to me, and you're getting desperate in the things that you're doing. You think I'm stupid? My ass may be dumb, but I'm not a dumbass. But you have nothing to fear, because I pursue this out of journalistic integrity. But more than journalistic integrity, listen. What is journalism? Nothing. It's a fantasy. I'm a moralist. Oh my God, well, you're so holier than thou. Have you heard a goddamn thing I said about who I am and what I do? I'm a piece of shit. I've been a piece of shit. But because of that, I know shit when I see it. And all of this is a facade. Everything from the convention center to even the science center. These buildings that we built up. Again, that's why I like InfoWars. That's why, you know, listen, we didn't deserve 9/11. But symbolically, what was that? Like, symbolically, what are those towers? They're the Tower of Babel. The Tower of Babel. That's what all of these high-rises are. That's what all this is. It's the Great Gatsby Valley of Ashes. It really is nothing but decadence and sin. And yeah, oh, we hire people who die on their luck. No. What the Billings Forge Kitchen does, what Bear's Barbecue Smokehouse does, what Capitol Grill does. And you know, most places don't put them out in the front the way that Bears used to, but they exploit people who know they don't have any other work. And there's wage theft, and they don't even want to give them minimum wage. Trust me, that's why all these restaurant owners are fighting to the death for minimum wage, because they can't afford that. The whole fantasy is built on exploitation and surf and turfdom. You know what I mean, brothers and sisters, and everything in between? It's not noble. It's a barnyard. It's not infinity. It's a dead end. Yeah, eating and drinking in Starbucks and lots of bucks in. This capitalism is evil. I don't know how else to say it. Yeah. Socialism and communism, governments have been evil as well. That's the human condition. We take anything, no matter what, no matter how pure it is. And we get the right people behind it, and we put a profit motive behind it, and we, El Pollo Guapo. Oh, white people. Bears, white people. Did you know that barbecue started off as both Native Americans and enslaved blacks? That's how they started it. Because they were poor and they needed to make things last. So via very cheap ingredients, actually. That's the thing about barbecue, is that it's like the products themselves are cheap. It's just, slab of meat, any slab of meat. Remember Seinfeld? The flashback with George's father? But yeah, so it's nonsense. And they did that so they could preserve meats, but ultimately it just became taken by, and again, Jamie the Bear McDonald's a good dude, but he's a white dude. He could do what they're doing right now and just have a spot down where it should be, down in North Carolina. He's got one manager I know that's a black man in the South Windsor spot. He's a good man. He's a very good man. But not in Hartford. Hartford is a bunch of drug addicts. A bunch of white, racist drug addicts that run that. That's why I had to leave. That's why I would never go back there, even if it wasn't for Corona and everything and the way they treated me and the unsafe environments. So you gotta just walk around sometimes and really see what's around you, Well, you know me, man. Hartford positive. I'm just trying to stay positive. So love and peace from the heart, you know what I mean?